All right, so I'm sitting there, right? And I get a question. And one of the questions is it cheating if you loyal to both your girlfriend? Hmm. Y'all want to know what I think? I think is definitely. Yeah. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Eli, aka Haji, aka a bunch of other stuff that we not talking about right now. I got a special topic for y'all today. Before we get started today, I just want to take a special shout out to sponsor my new plug, uh, Vaseline Cocoa Butter. Stay hydrated, you know. For those of y'all who have a group chat, y'all already know that's kind of where some of the sauciest ideas come from. And that's where that video idea for this came from. My friends were sitting in a group chat and they were saying, yo, Eli, you should do the stages of dating video. So I thought that was dope. That's what we doing today. We're gonna talk about my variation of the stages of dating. Now, I will preface this by saying this is going to be my experience, how I have experienced stages of dating. So when I say something, I'm going to explain what it means to me. So when I say these different stages and different phases of dating, it's going to be something completely based off of my interpretations, my experiences, things that I've learned throughout my life, dealing with relationships, dealing with these different phases. So if you don't necessarily agree, that's cool. First of all, I'm open to arguments, not arguments like as in like, oh, you're wrong, but arguments as debate. Like, it's fine. Healthy debate is cool. If you think there's a different phase, or think that there's something that I missed, or something that I didn't quite hit on the head like you wanted it to, just comment down below. Just tell me, hey, like, add this or add your phase or add your variation, whatever. But without further ado, let's get into it. After sitting down and thinking about it for a little bit, taking some time, it actually took me a few days to kind of come up with something that was a little more concrete because lines are always blurred. I thought of 4 stages that I would say in dating. Those 4 stages to me are what's up, shorty? So I'll explain. Talking, there's unofficially dating, and then there's dating. Now, I'm going to get into all 4 of these in a little bit of detail in just a second here. So let's start with what's up, shorty? That's the slide in the DMs phase. When you see a girl that, or a person, if you're a girl or whatever, if you see someone that you're attracted to, is what I'm getting at. You see them and you like, what it do, baby?
What it do, baby? Yeah, you already know.
Now, when we talking about in the what's up, shorty phase, when I say shorty, I'm talking about just somebody that you trying to meet up with or get up with, whatever. You could be a male, female, cat, dog, whatever you into. That's who the shorty is. So even though I'm saying shorty, I'm not referring to a short person. I'm not referring to a girl. I'm not referring to a dude. I'm just saying this is the what's up shorty phase, is when you shooting your shot with whoever. And I'm just saying shorty, that's a good catch-all term. In this phase right here, with the what's up shorty, that's when you kind of slide in the DMs. There's really no rules. There's really no rhyme to it. It's just kind of just doing your thing. You're getting a feel for it. To me, this stage is a good like, after you're over your previous relationship and you're trying to just kind of get out there again. You're just trying to figure out what you like to do, what you attracted to, what you learn from your last one. And you're not really thinking about getting into a relationship quite yet. You're just trying to just get yourself back out there, get back in the game, if you will. This stage, you might just be shooting your shot. So you just out there just J.R. Smith in it. Hey, what the man say? You miss 100% of the shots that you never take. So you got to get out there. You got to make it happen. Pros to the stage. This what's up, shorty stage. You're just doing you. It's whatever. There's no real attachments to anything or anybody necessarily. It's just like, I'm just throwing myself out there. Kind of just putting yourself out there. Not just like talking to whoever you want, but just, just doing you. Sometimes you might want to respond to that person today, or you might not. It's just one of those things. It's a vibe thing, I think. Cons to this, it just depends on the situation. I honestly don't see really many cons to it. If you're just in that phase where you're like, I'm just want to just shoot my shot and just talk to different people and just kind of go with the flow and go with the motions and all this stuff, there's really not many cons to it. I think personally, this is one of the more concrete stages in my head. It's like you're single. You're doing whatever you want to do, right? So it's very straightforward. You're just kind of just doing whatever. Stage number 2, what it do? Stage number 2 is talking. Talking is when you and the person is having conversations back and forth, of course, but it's a little more than the like, what's up, shorty? It's like, hey, y'all starting to understand what this person likes, what this person doesn't like. Y'all starting to kind of get a feel for each other. This is when you officially kind of connect. Y'all might have, even at this point, y'all might have went on a date or hooked up or whatever. This is just that talking stage. This one is kind of messy. And what I mean by kind of messy, this one is like one of those stages where it's very unclear what's going on here, because it's like, hey, we just talking, but can I talk to somebody else? I mean, I can anyway, because we not in a relationship. Can you talk to somebody else? It's definitely a very murky, it's definitely muddy water right there. Me personally, I would say that the talking stage for me is a trial run. I start to pick up on habits, tendencies to kind of see if I want to be with this person, if I can see myself with this person long term. Now, you could do whatever you want. That's fine. You can do whatever you want to do. But I'm definitely taking it as a mental note, like, oh, I see what this person likes to get in. So that's where you get to see whether or not you want to move forward into the next stage. Some of the pros in this stage, you're still yourself, you're still your own person. There's not really much attachment. There's a little bit of attachment here, but not a whole lot. There's not really a lot of commitment, so you can still wake up, do your own thing, still be your own person in a way. You just have to be a little more mindful of the person that you're talking to. You have to pick up on their habits, tendencies. If y'all just hooking up and that's just all it is, then y'all gotta make that clear. I think this stage right here is probably when communication is absolutely the most key, because it's so murky, it's so muddy. You gotta figure out, hey, what are we doing? Are we just doing this in between time, in the meantime, or is this something that's a little more permanent, that we working towards making this something a little more stable? Even in this stage, you still probably gonna have shorties. You might not. But I know sometimes people still have others in this situation. You haven't quite cut people off or anything like that, but that's definitely when you've kind of narrowed it down a little bit, and you might just have just whatever. The biggest difference that you get between the what's up shorty stage and the talking stage is that it's a little more concise. It's more, hey, I'm not just shooting my shot at all these random people. And now it's like a little more centralized towards, hey, I'm attracted to this person, me and this person have a good vibe. There's something, whatever it is, whether it's physical, whether it's emotional, whatever, there's something that you want out of this situation that's not just there. Now we transition into the unofficially dating stage. Now I know what you're thinking. What's the difference between the unofficial dating stage and the talking stage? It's not really much of a difference, but it's definitely a difference. When you're in the unofficially dating stage, this is when you start to kind of cut off the other shorties, when there's like, hey, you might have multiple people, or you might have a few that you kind of talking to, but you're kind of more centralized on this one person. This is when y'all kind of agreed upon, like, hey, we're both mutually exclusive to each other, but no one's asked each other yet, which I know a couple that's kind of here. The unofficially dating stage, y'all start to have a lot in common. Y'all start to pick up each other's like vernacular. So some of the stuff that y'all both say, some of the things y'all watch, some of the things that y'all do, y'all start to become more of a unit, where it's like in the other two stages is two separate people just doing their own thing. And the unofficially dating stage is when you start to merge and start to become like one unit, one tandem, if you will. And then being that tandem, this is kind of when you start to post them on the social medias, maybe, if that's what you into. This is when people start to realize that y'all two are a public thing, and some of the others, or someone who might have been attracted to you or something like that, this is when they back off a little bit, like, oh, they're a thing, even though y'all haven't came out as a thing yet. In my opinion, this is why it's really weird and murky on this stage, even more so than in the talking stage, is because you guys have realized that you two are exclusive to each other or whatever you're doing, but no one's asked each other, because I don't know if someone's scared. one person's used to whatever, doing it a certain way, another person used to doing it a different way, and it just hasn't clicked that, hey, we're a thing. I'll give you an example from me. I know when I'm in the unofficially dating stage, usually the female is waiting on me to ask her because that's what she's used to, or that's what she was told, or whatever, just like I'm waiting on the man to ask me out to be in a relationship because that's what he's supposed to do as the man. Is that a little old school? I think so, a little bit. I think it is. I think, to me, I have no issue with a woman coming to me like, hey, look, Elijah, I want to be in a relationship with you. Especially if we're already on that level anyway and we're in this unofficially dating stage. Hey, I want to be in a relationship with you. I know you haven't asked me yet, but I think this is what we want to do. How you feel about this? Cool. But for real though, I would definitely say that the unofficially dating stage is not a trial run, no. Because I think you're already at that point in my head that the talking stage is more of the trial run, and then the unofficially dating is just that weird little gap when you're like, who's gonna ask who out, or how is this gonna happen, how's the question gonna get popped, how do you bring it up, all of that stuff. Now let's get to the most concrete of all of them, is the dating stage. The dating stage for me is very simple. Y'all dating, y'all together, y'all tandem. Everybody knows, there's no secret, all of that stuff. Is it easy all the time? No. Relationships aren't easy when you're officially dating. It's not always easy, but you got to get through it. You work through, you get through. Everybody's happy. Sometimes you got to compromise. Sometimes y'all gonna be mad at each other. That's okay. I'm not here to give relationship advice or anything like that. I'm just giving the 4 stages of dating. That's it. That's all. I think that even though this stage is the most concrete, I think this stage is also very hard for some people because they skip a step from the unofficially dating. They jump straight from talking to just dating. And I think that there's definitely a gap period where some people just miss out on, that they gotta slow down and make sure you take the steps. Example 1, when you're dating someone and you haven't made it clear to the shorties that's still hanging on to that talking part, you haven't made it clear like, hey, I have someone that I'm dating now. I gotta kind of push this off. We gotta let this go. It was fun. It was cool. I appreciate it. Hope I didn't hurt your feelings. Hope we didn't waste too much time. If you haven't made that clear and they're still hitting you up and you still trying to be nice, and there's that weird part, and I think that part should be done before you officially get in a relationship. But some people just vibe so they like, you know what, ain't no point in wasting our time, we got to make this happen, let's just do it. They do it and they don't take care of all the cleanup stuff in between, and that's what can cause issues down the road, where someone can get the wrong idea, someone can make up something, and they can start a rumor. Oh, you was talking to me while you had this girlfriend, or you were talking to me while you had a boyfriend, whatever. And that's not necessarily the case. It was, hey, I was actually cutting you off, but I just skipped the steps. I kind of jumped the ball a little bit and wasn't thinking about what I did prior behind me, my past that's behind me. Now I know these 4 phases of dating don't always apply to every single situation. Again, these are just how I felt my experiences were with dating. If y'all feel like you have a different phases of dating, if you think you have a different stretch, or you think I missed something, let me know. Just put it down in the comment section below. Now, before we end this video, I already know what y'all think. Why do this man got a do-rag go underneath his hat?
Okay.
Man, it's 2 in the morning. I'm recording this video right now. I'm doing this for y'all. And after this, I'm 100% going to bed. Ain't nothing else to think about. I just wanted to let y'all know that I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell for the next video. I'm out. Peace.